Special thanks to B Gents Ja for inviting me onto their platform to share my knowledge and experience in the field of aviation. My name is Troy Berry, young Jamaican commercial pilot, and I hope somebody will find this video useful. For me, becoming a pilot was something I knew I wanted to do from a young age, probably around 7 or so. There's no specific event that I can say was a turning point that made me say yes, this was what I wanted to do. It was somewhat more of an obsession with aviation when I was younger, and growing up and getting more exposure, that love for aviation kind of just grew more and more. So this is something I knew I wanted to do for a while, but I didn't get to start as early as I wanted because I didn't have all the resources. And so this was kind of I guess you can say, long and frustrating journey for me to get where I am now. I say frustrating because I came close to starting quite a few times and things would just fall through, plans would just fall through, and that happened a couple times, like over and over and over again. I can probably think of 2 such incidents. When I started high school, so I went to St. George's College, and when I started, I heard about the cadet unit there. I heard they had you can do your flight training while you're a part of the cadet force, and you can leave high school with your private pilot license. So naturally, I jumped onto that opportunity. I joined cadet now. Hear that they no longer have the program, you see me? But they're working on starting again soon, so I stuck around. It wasn't until I was in upper 6 that they restarted the program. But here's the catch. You have to have 2 years remaining in high school to be a part of the program. I only had 1 because I was in upper 6. So, I mean, to be quite fair, I took a lot from cadet. I learned a lot from cadet, and it's a great part of who I am today. But I spent like 7 years being a part of the cadet force, and I mean, the original reason why I joined, I didn't get through for that, but it's a part of life, you see me? And also, when I was in lower 6 as well, you're applying for universities and everything. I got through for FIT, Florida Institute of Technology. They had a program where you could do your degree and your flight training straight up to your commercial pilot license at the same time. And I got through for this program with a scholarship. So me was excited already, saying, hey man, this is for me, I guess. But when you work out what was still left to pay, despite even getting the scholarship, it was still a large amount. So I put a lot of effort into getting the rest of the money. I had to defer like 3 times, just trying to get things together. But it just wasn't working out, so I tried taking out a loan. I didn't get through for the loan. But looking back, I'm kind of glad, or I'm very happy that that didn't work out, because I would not want to have such a hefty loan paying back right now. And so, when the whole FIT thing didn't work out, so I kind of made a last minute decision to go to UE. Because behind aviation, my second interest was psychology. So I had applied to UE to study psychology as a backup, and I got through for that. And so, I kind of justified it as, I'll do the degree, I'll work as a psychologist, build up some money, and then do the flight training. But by the time I got to 2nd year of UA, that was kind of a turning point. I realized that that despite loving psychology, it wasn't something that I kind of saw myself waking up and doing every single day. I did enjoy it, yes, but I didn't see it as something I would do for the long term or for a long while. So from then, I kind of just sat down, reanalyzed everything, and I realized that the main problem was money. I qualified to start flight training in every other way, but I just didn't have the money available. So from then on, I started doing my research, started looking into different ways to make money and how the rich became rich and stuff like that. And from then on, that's when the grind started. So I was working through the entire time at UA from first year to when I was done, and I was on a scholarship as well. Jamaica Social Investment Fund had a scholarship for youth from certain area, ghetto youth. It was a merit-based scholarship and I got through for that. So I didn't really have to worry much about paying tuition. Plus I was working as well, as I said. So I was able to accumulate money over my time at UA. And yeah, as I said, I was grinding. So I went into investing and all kind of things. I invested in public companies, private companies. My friend was developing an app. I invested in that. I did trading. I just did everything possible to flip money. And it was working out. And so I ended UA with a decent amount of cash. And then when I was done with UA, I went straight to working. I worked in telecommunication, and trust me, it was a lot of work. I was all over the island. There's probably not a parish that I have not been to because of that job. So I was working, I was trading, I was investing, I was just doing everything to multiply that capital. And trust me, I did work hard. Sometimes even Saturdays and Sundays I was working. But eventually I accumulated enough money where I was comfortable in taking out a loan to cover the difference for flight school. And so that's how I ended up doing flight training.